Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
On the set.
Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. Showing off the arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Got it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Stockton. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out, the secondary playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
He'll run it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Dances away. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make the play. Defense gets the big stop.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Turning on the jet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. Fights off the defender. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Knight. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And, RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the back. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Knight. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The inside handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got his man quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to and it's his 4th interception of the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? That come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got a man, it's Coleman. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That's caught. It's Jones. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're working that left side. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Georgia going up tempo. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Here comes the heat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and he's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Here we go. To throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Singleton. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Here's a hit. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice body position by the defender, really forcing that receiver to the outside there down by the end zone. So he might have caught it, but he wasn't going to be in bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires toward the target. He's got him this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Looking for space, it's Robinson. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jones. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. Breaks into the open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the dude.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Easy.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's a big-time play for this D, man. Late in this football game, you're keeping that offense on their side of the field, not letting them do damage. Even when he gets outside of the pocket, pursuing him and making him throw that football away.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Going deep. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the fourth quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. Touchdown, Auburn. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy, too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily. Maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We play on first down here in the second overtime period.
6-9-1, Gators score. Set.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Come on, set.
Caught in the backfield, it's Delp. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast, so there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making the tackle.
Take the lead here in the second OT. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Got it. Touchdown, Auburn. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page. In overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. They'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win.
Let's. Cricket.
They want to throw it. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try is a winner in OT. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.